Apart from some cosmetic damage, it looks like the plane is fine.
It's good to hear. Charlie.
What?
Any update on that hijacked ship we're after?
I'm still working on it.
They named the attack American fuel. A loaded tanker would make one hell of a weapon.
What the hell just happened? Don't look at me.
Graham?
The SMI isn't responding.
I'm locked out.
Charlie?
Nuri let you here, didn't he?
So you still have friends in intelligence?
What's good, people? What's good, people? It's your boy Home P here, and I'm here to do my video review for Splinter Cell Blacklist on the PlayStation 3, which is the console that I got the game for. I've gotten the collector's edition. If you guys see my unboxing videos on that, you can check it out if you feel like it. But I'm here to just give you my thoughts, impression, the review of the game, because yes, I have defeated the game. I didn't just defeat the game, I defeated it a week ago or a week and a half ago. I can't remember, but I just decided to do a review on it because I've completed the game and I really enjoyed the game. And with Grand Theft Auto, you know, on the horizon or already being played by gamers worldwide now, because you know you might see this video after, you know, I do review or Tuesday. Most of y'all not gonna be on YouTube, so it's all good. But anyway, so I beat the game on normal, of course, and I went back and played through on Perfectionist, and I'll talk about the different modes of the game later. So yeah, Sam is back, Sam Fisher as well, but the voice actor for Sam isn't back. In my mind, Michael Ironside, excuse me, sorry about that. Michael Ironside is not returning for the seventh. Yeah, this is the 7th installment of the game. If I can backtrack to my history here, since I'm an alleged Splinter Cell fan. Yes, back in Splinter Cell 1, Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, Chaos Theory, we got Essentials. That's the PSP version, by the way, which I played, but I never owned. Then you got Double Agent, which was trash. Essentials was okay, it wasn't all that either. Double Agent, which was garbage. I didn't really like it too much. I had it on PS2 and PS3. And also Conviction, which I'll talk about, you know, that later. So yes, Mike Ironside is not in this game no more. It's a guy named Eric Johnson, who Michael Ironside kind of is involved in the game, I guess, because he passed on his, I guess he consulted or whatever, or he assisted with the development of the game. You know, from what I read when I first heard that he wasn't going to return, and I read up why or whatnot, I don't know. So this time around, Sam is back with his boy. Sam is back running camp at 4th Echelon upon a military aircraft called the Paladin. That's the code name of it. The president appointed Sam Fisher in command of his team, who involves Grim, from, you know, remember her from Convict, Charlie, who's a tech geek, and Briggs, who I call his wingman. Pretty much, he's out to take out a bunch of cats who are going around terrorizing America and wherever, calling themselves the Engineers, run by Sadiq. I don't remember his name. Now, the guy Sadiq, the actor that plays him, I remember him from 24 The Show. That's when I first saw the trailer. I was like, wow, that's his name is oh my gosh, what is his name? What the heck? Morris from 24. I don't know his actor name, really. I don't know his name, so when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So yes, he's a part of the group called the Engineers, who have been performing multiple attacks, you know, on America. Now, the story of this game is pretty generic, basic. You know, this is one of the best stealth games I've played since Conviction, and I say that because in Conviction they went the direct action route of the game. A lot of fans didn't like that. I liked it. The change was good. You know, it was a different pace of the game, which I enjoyed. But in Blacklist, they retained some of the gameplay, the core elements, the gameplay elements of Conviction, and it returned in Blacklist. However, they got back the stealth, the smooth stealth swag from Sam Fisher. This Sam Fisher is a little bit younger because, you know, he's been looking different lately. Ever since Conviction, he looked like an old retired guy. You would think in this Blacklist he would probably be like how it was in Splinter Cell, well, when he runs a command center, but he gives you jobs to do and you use someone else. But I guess a lot of people wouldn't feel that for the game. You know, his little famous goggles are back. Trifocal goggles are back, different colors now. If you pre-order the game, you get the gold ones. You got blue, purple, violet. You got a rare weapon, sleeping gas, tear gas, proximity mines, breach. I forgot what it was called. The tri-rotor, pretty favorite weapon right there. You know, fly around and zap niggas. Smoke bombs, sticky camera. You know, all the good sneaky, you know, stuff that you need that James Bond ain't got. So yeah, you among the paladin, and your assignment, you know, you're using this board, this computer board called SMI. I forgot what it's called. Can somebody help me out with that? But it's kind of like a strategic board where you're planning your next attack, or per se your next defensive move against Sadiq and his engineers from spreading, from, you know, committing all these international terroristic crimes. Now, I did not play co-op missions at all. Specs versus Mercs, of course, multiplayer. Didn't really touch on that, so I'm just going to talk about the single player of the game and how the game did in the good ways and bad as well. So, as much as a fan that I am, the game did have its problems, which I will, you know, get in detail about. So, yeah, the military aircraft oh crap, I can't think what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. The military aircraft that he's using, called a Paladin, he's using, him and Grimm is giving the kind of the orders to like help Sam as far as communication. Briggs is the wingman that he has, and Charlie gives him the techie little gadgets that he needs to like get through some missions, to do hacks of computers to shut down what Sadiq has done. And that's the character's name, by the way, if I didn't say it at first. Pretty much you just shoot first, ask questions later. Some parts of the game, the gameplay, you can be a ghost, panther, or salt. I choose to be panther because I want to kill mother lovers. I mean, ghosts, you just don't touch nobody, and that's cool and all, but I kind of want to show off how I do in the game by just murking niggas without anybody noticing anything while I'm trying to complete my assignment. So everything blends pretty well, and you know, you do the occasional, use a sleeping gas to put guys to sleep, you shoot out the lights. When you can from the Conviction series, the cover system, you can hide and cover and attract a guard by whistling, and you can do a stealth kill when he comes by pressing the square button, where you can grab the guard from, you know, hiding in the area where he doesn't see you, or if you're hanging from a ceiling or on a pipe, you can I think you can twist his neck or something, or do an aerial knockout per se. By taking guys out, and the guards will be a kind of an alarmed if they hear a shot. Cause the problem I had with the game sometimes is, before I had the upgrades, and I'm talking about that, you do get money, like, you know, certain amounts of money each mission you complete, or each objective you complete, or each thing you do in the game, like collect dead drops or hack a laptop, you get like 40 grand or so. Before I got the upgrades, my weapon wasn't really tweaked right, I'll say. And as opposed to upgrades with the money, you can upgrade Sam's suit as far as his gloves, how he handles the weapon. But first of all, the weapon problems I had was when if I'm pointing at the dude's head, I shoot him in the head, and somehow it goes past him and it whistles, and he sees me and he's ducking and rolling, and of course alerting other guards, and I get, like, you know, debunked, whatever. That's one of the problems I hate. The aim was okay, it was off for me sometime. The bodyguards in the game, when you shoot them, depends, you can shoot their head off and the helmet pop off, you gotta shoot them in the head still, but when they're fully body armored, so more than likely you need to go behind him and choke him. That's the way to kill him. I mean, you can choke a nigga, but you can't shoot him. I guess that go figures. So the execution moves are back from Conviction as well, but if you play in perfectionist mode, you cannot do execution moves. You cannot see through walls with your sonar goggles. There is no restocking of your ammunition, and I'm trying to figure out what else has been taken away. I don't remember what. The enemies are more smart or more aware and anything like that. The soundtrack in the game is pretty good. It could be intense. You got the chaotic beats and some on-screen action going on. The visuals of the game looks pretty decent for the PS3. For me, it looks. I didn't see any texture poppings or anything like that, but it looks okay. It's not like bright like the PC version that I've seen so far, which of course PCs are always the definitive version, so no need to get into that. But the campaign can take you about, well, it could take you about 12 hours and more, and I say more because there are side missions within the game that you can do for Charlie and Grim. Briggs missions are co-op missions as well. So there are side missions where to get certain things, you have to hold off from waves of enemies from each wave. So first wave, 10 enemies come looking for you in that side mission, and the other side mission is where you go after and kill enemies, kind of like what Conviction was, where they give you 10 enemies to kill without warning anyone, and if an enemy spots you, then more enemies come to bombard you. So that's all back in the game. So yeah, the side missions, give the game some good replayability and a chance to, if you have friends on your PSN list or whatnot, or whatever list, I think the Xbox does it too. There are challenges that you can take on. You can beat their score. You can get more money from them. You can take on the challenges. It gives you that through ShadowNet on there to show you what you got to do, and when you play through the game again, you can get through what you need as far as accomplishing all kind of stuff. And I just lost my train of thought, but this review is coming up almost in 11 minutes. I didn't want to make it too long. I was going to do a 5-minute review, but that would have been impressions. So like I said, the co-op, I did not do co-op. I did this by myself. I know there were co-op missions, but I didn't do that. Not that I didn't want to, it's just that I kind of like, being the lone. I'm Sam Fisher, man. I never had co-op in the other Sam Fisher games, so why the hell do I want it now? But anyways, so I talked about the gadgets in the game, which was pretty good. Talked about the gameplay. The guns was not that great. Well, the guns were great, but some of the weapons just have issues. And the dogs, you got to shock them quick, because when they smell you, they start barking and alerting their other enemies and stuff like that. And like I said, the story was basic. It's nothing. There was no wow factor in the story. And when I say wow factor, I'm talking about there was no cliffhanger or no like, oh my gosh, what is, oh snap, oh whoa, like somebody turn on you. And your boy Coben is back from Conviction. The guy that Sam Fisher thought, or made Sam Fisher thought he had lost his daughter Sarah. So yeah, he's in the mix as well, and he's an integral part of the game as well. So that's it for my review. I give this review a 85 out of 100. That's 8.5 for you guys that don't know. I get this game for 8.5. Would have got a 9 if the story was a little bit more compelling, and the ending was, I wouldn't say weird, was, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a Splinter Cell Blacklist 2 or what? I mean, by the way it was finished, and it just finished without any real answers per se. So I don't know, man. I just enjoyed the game, and I'm glad that they made this game. So can't wait for Splinter Cell Blacklist 2 to come out on next gen in 2016. So take your time, Ubisoft. Y'all got Assassin's Creed and all those other games to deal with. So it's your boy Home P. This is my review from the Game of Slouch on Splinter Cell Blacklist. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Nuri let you here, didn't he?
So you still have friends in intelligence. Congratulations.
Answer the question.
Give up.
That's a Makarov. You've only got one shot left. You better make it count.